Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is another speed build video for you all, and I'm gonna say that this is a bit unusual for me to do because usually I tend to take a long time in building even just one build in The Sims, but I was actually feeling very inspired with all of my legacy challenges, and that actually really helped me build a bit faster than what I would have usually. And this particular build is actually for my Generation 2 heir of the Whimsy Legacy Expanded Let's Play. Now basically I have finished with Generation 1, so Malaya was my first ever sim that I introduced in my channel for a Let's Play, and now I am officially moving on to her son Alon Thorn Whimsy. So this is actually going to be his new home, which is very different to what he originally have, because Malaya started off with just a tent basically, and she had to build up that house or that home as she progressed throughout her life, and Alon basically lived in a tiny home residential with his two brothers and of course mom and dad. And now he is going to be moving to a very spacious home compared to what he originally have, and he will actually be moving from Willow Creek to San Sequoia. So San Sequoia I have never played in this particular world before, which makes it even more exciting for me to start Generation 2. So I am currently building in 23 Eucalyptus Lane, and this house is overlooking the bridge and the pier, I think. And I just thought that is really lovely for Alon, and I'm just super excited. Now I am hopefully going to be successful in finding the inspiration that I had for this particular house, and hopefully I will put it on your screens now. Now I really liked how the exterior looked, and it actually came with different two choices. So it's either kind of like a lighter exterior or a darker exterior, but the dark exterior is combined with lighter elements anyway, and I really like how that looked. So obviously I used the darker exterior as my inspiration for this house. Now I really loved it. I think I really went for slightly minimalistic, so there's not a lot of clutter in Alon's home, and basically it's got two bedrooms. It has two bedrooms, one that can easily be converted into a smaller bedroom, but I've actually turned it into a gym. He's got his own conservatory. Now I will explain that later on. And he has, this house has two bathrooms as well. So his bedroom comes with an ensuite, so it's an ensuite. And then of course you've got the family bathroom, and I'm gonna say it's kind of like an open space, like it's an open area for the kitchen, the dining, and the living room. And okay, very quickly before I move on to something else, that is going to be Alon's conservatory. Now you're not actually going to see me convert this into a conservatory. So I remember back when I was thinking of I really need to build Alon's home because I want to start Generation 2. I was imagining him having his desk in a conservatory, which was inspired by a real life house that I've been in, and this person would usually do all of their work in this kind of like converted conservatory space. But I completely forgot about that idea when I was originally building this, and I originally intended for him to have a side porch. And because I know that he loves wellness, because I would always see him use Malaya's yoga mat, so I actually wanted him to have kind of like a wellness area, and I placed it originally in that side porch, and I've also given him kind of like a chess area. But after actually finishing the build, I remembered my original idea and I went back to it and I completely changed it. So I ended up making it seem like it is now a conservatory. So it's not, like a conservatory. So it's no longer, he still has a back porch, but a smaller one at that, and obviously he's got that conservatory on the side. And I've actually placed his desk there as well, which I will talk about later on when I furnish supposedly his office area. So this is the kitchen, and I really liked the contrast between, of course, the dark interior with the slightly lighter interior furniture. And of course, I had to use a pop of color, which is yellow in this case. And like I said, it is very, very minimalistic. And I'm sure I've given him a coffee machine as well. He's going to be a teacher. He's going to be an educator. So I think he'll be having his sips of coffee while grading his students' tests and assessments. And I know it doesn't seem like it, but I am hopefully going to remember to take lots of photos, because Alon is family oriented, and one of the goals or tasks that I need to do for this particular generation is to have a gallery wall full of family photos. And I'm literally just reading this now, and I actually need to have at least one pet in the household, which I completely forgot. So I think I'm probably going to get him a dog as well. So I will put some like the pet balls and stuff once or before I start the challenge, before I officially start the challenge, I guess. Now, this is the office area that I was telling you about. So this just comes off as soon as you enter the house. And so this was his desk, which will be moved to the conservatory if you do download this on the gallery. So that desk will be in the conservatory already. And then what I ended up doing is actually putting the chess table in that spot where the desk is at the moment. And then of course he's got kind of like the bookcases, and I don't know, I really see Alon as someone who is very into books, although I don't think I really made that apparent when I was playing through with Malaya's generation. I think at the time he was a bit more concerned with he was a teenager back then, so he was actually really into like hanging out with his friends and just he's in the drama club as well, because I actually wanted to make it seem like he's the kind of teacher that really engages with his students. And I think whatever he learned during drama club, he was able to implement that in how he teaches everyone. Now, I actually really haven't thought about what kind of teacher Alon will be. Like, I know that I usually always go for like an archaeology professor, but for this one, I'm not too sure. And I didn't make that apparent in any of like the decorations that I've put inside his house. Like, for example, he's really into maths, or he's really into science or English. But I do know that he is going to be someone who loves reading, and that's why I've kind of made that little corner couch where, you know, if he just wants to chill and if he wants to take a rest from all of the tests and assessments that he has to grade, then he can just sit there, either, you know, play with chess or just read his books. Now, his bedroom, I kind of struggled a little bit with his bedroom. Now, in the inspiration where I took this from, basically this part of the house, this is where the garage was. That's why he's got all of those windows at the front. And of course, for my Let's Play, I ended up using it as his master bedroom. Now, his bedroom is pretty big, I would say. But I kind of struggled because I have no idea what I'm going to use for decoration. And I saw this particular wall decoration from Jungle Adventure, and because Alon technically in Tagalog means waves, like water, so I thought, oh, maybe I'm gonna use this, like just to kind of pay homage to what his name actually means in Tagalog. So I ended up using that as a decoration for his bedroom, and again, it seems very laid back. It's very chilled, like his bedroom. Again, there's not a lot of clutter as well. And so it actually leads, so there's like a mini hallway that leads originally to the side porch and the bedroom. No, not the bedroom, the bathroom. But I didn't show that off in this speed build. And so basically it will then lead to his conservatory. So that hallway is in between the bathroom and the conservatory, and then there is a door that will lead into his back porch where he can just chill again. This is the smaller room that I said at the beginning of my video that can easily be converted into another bedroom, but at the moment I've used it as his workout space. And then this is so basically, like what I said in my previous previous videos, that I'm the kind of builder who, like, it's everything that my generation or that my heir needs will be in that particular house already. So Alon, over time, will be adopting 3 children, and then he will have 1 science baby. So I'm just gonna say that when he bought this house, this particular room already came with the house, and he didn't want to convert it into anything else because he knew in some way that he will have kids, that he will adopt kids. And, you know, he just didn't want to get rid of this particular room. So that's why there's that. And you'll just see me furnish the back porch. Again, it's very, very chilled. I've ended up giving him kind of like a bar table where he can entertain some of his friends, because he does have a lot of friends from high school. And I know that he even has a romantic relationship with Luna. But because of the actual generation rules, it may not progress into anything. And if it does progress, it will probably be more of a friendship, and then hopefully later on develop into something romantic. But that will be towards the end of his adult stage and into his elder stage. But I am actually nearing the end of this speed build, and I hope that you have enjoyed it. I can't wait to be playing with Alon, to be playing with Generation 2 for my Whimsy expanded Let's Play. And of course, there will be screenshots at the end, so please don't forget to check them out. And if you haven't already, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you all into my next one. Bye!